on mute. Very good.
Correct.
Welcome, everyone. Happy New Year. I hope it has started off with a bang so far. And I hope, if you're like me, you try to strive for some new goals for the new year. I may touch on that in more detail later. But at any rate, welcome everyone to the first business card exchange here at the Murphy Chamber of Commerce for 2022. How time flies by. Glad that you made it out. The time out of this chilly morning to be here. As I look around the virtual room and here in the room, I do not see any new faces, but I certainly recognize a face I have not seen in a long time. Sam Massey, how you doing?
Hey, Tom.
Hello, I'm doing great. How y'all doing?
Good, man. I'm glad you can join us here this morning.
Oh yeah, and, I don't know what Louis Baca at, but he definitely reminded me and pushed me towards it. So thank you.
I see. Other than that, most of us are old timers, so to speak. And it looks like we got about as many on the Zoom call as we got in the room this morning. Pretty much close to being even here. If you were here in the room, you're going to have coffee and donuts this morning. Aha! I am your sponsor, by the way, for January. Kind of a trial balloon. We'll see how this goes. And looking for somebody willing to do the same for February, March, and so on. So we shall see how this goes. Trying to jumpstart everything, get some vitality into the meeting, and we're considering some kind of incentive if you bring a new person. So just get the word out, and hopefully we can get our attendance back up to what it used to be at one time. And I think Julie has a door prize for later in the meeting. We shall see how that goes. Okay, I think that is enough introductory remarks from me. And so, well, let me share one initial thought, okay? As you go around the room for wherever I have easily 1 minute, feel free to share that you have it. I have a unique, most unusual Christmas experience that I'm going to share as a part of my 1 minute. If anybody else has anything, Christmas, New Year's, whatever, you want to share a magnanimous goal you got for the new year, you want to add that in there, feel free to do so. Okay? Julie, the floor is yours for any kind of related chamber announcement as to what we can expect to participate in over the next month or so. And the biggest highlight is the upcoming Gala, which you will provide details on.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. I hope you all had a good holiday and enjoyed yourselves. It's great to see you back. And as Mark mentioned, we do have half and half today, but we do have some coffee and donuts and some of the other stuff that we used to do. So anyway, I will get started. So again, as Mark mentioned, we do have an incentive. Actually, Donna, who's here, had brought a new person several months ago. She's going to be redeeming her Starbucks gift card this morning. So if you have someone that you'd like to bring, or just someone that you think would benefit from them, get them up, tell them to come on over to Murphy, and get yourself an incentive here with a gift card. So we'd like to have some new people here. We will be scheduling ribbon cuttings coming up here in the next coming months. I do have several new businesses that we're wanting to kind of wait until the new year, so I will keep you updated on any ribbon cuttings. We'd appreciate it if you could come out to celebrate that with these businesses in the chamber. And you don't have to be a named ambassador to do that. You can just come on out and support the local businesses. Coming up on January 22nd, we do have a vision board workshop hosted by Nadia, our very own Nadia Tosh, who we're going to hear from later today. Actually, one of our other members, Jean, I think has gone through this workshop and highly recommends it. And speaking of Jean, I want to thank her for sponsoring this workshop to help out with some of the expenses that we're going to incur from it. But we are excited to have this. It's a great way to start off your new year. whether it's personal vision, business vision, or just a combination of the two, I think it's always good to kind of get yourself set in the right direction for the new year. So I encourage you to attend that workshop. It's going to be Saturday, January 22nd, in this room at the Murphy Activity Center, 12:30 to 3:30. And it's open to members, non-members, and registration is live. And all proceeds are going to benefit our scholarship foundation. That was what Nadia requested for the fees. So a great cause, again, to support and also get yourself focused for the new year. And last but not least, of course, we are gearing up for one of our big events that we do each year. It's our annual awards gala that we host each year. This year we're going to be back at the location we were at for many years, at the Hyatt Garland. If you were new last year, we weren't at that location because we hosted a slightly different event with being a hybrid event. But this year we are going to be back at the hotel. And we are actually going to be in a larger room to accommodate more space so we can space out. I know some of you who have attended in years past, we've used the hallway to do our networking and have live music and just a really great atmosphere. But just to be safe, we are trying to allow more space. So when you come in and you do your networking, we're going to have the grand ballroom that accommodates 600 people. Our group is not 600, so there's going to be plenty of space. And plenty of fun things to do. So we'll have the awards ceremony, a really nice dinner. It is cocktail attire, black and white. And we'll also be, usually we have trivia and some fun things going on, and also a great raffle. So I encourage you to get signed up. I will have registration soon, but be looking in your mailboxes for your invitation, which will be going out soon. But I just want to make sure you get that on your calendar. February 11th. Valentine theme, and at the Hyatt Garland, 6:30 to 9:30. And I also want to thank our title sponsor this year, CoServe. So without more time passing, I do want to make sure we have enough time for our spotlight at the end of the program, which will be Nadia. We'll get started with our commercials. You'll have 30 seconds to a minute to go ahead and talk about your business. We'll start online first, and then we'll go here in the room. Linda, would you kick it off for us this morning?
Absolutely. Well, it's a new year, a new day. It's time to get your business noticed and become memorable to your potential clients. How can you do that? I'm Linda with Persona Marketing, and I sell promotional items. Anything you can put a logo on, from clothing to widgets, literally also known as a tchotchke. That perfect, I can help you find that perfect tchotchke to get your business name back into your potential client's hands. That's right, Nadia, pens, whatever. I'm Linda with Persona Marketing. What's your persona? Thank you. And I had a weird Christmas. My grandson came down with COVID, so we had to postpone our dinner. After that dinner, my son-in-law came down with COVID, so I've all been exposed. But nonetheless, we took it in our stride, and it still was Christmas no matter what happened. Thanks.
And happy belated birthday. Linda celebrated her birthday right before Christmas.
That's right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. All right, Rick.
Well, good morning, everybody, and Happy New Year. And we just mentioned, like Dawn mentioned, about our Monday Zoom networking open panel that we do, and Ed used to love it. And we just held one a few days ago on Monday. And the main topic there was about what is everybody doing differently or their plans for the next 30, 60, 90 days. And a lot of businesses are basically reevaluating their time. Okay, so for example, if I was coming to the Murphy Chamber today, it takes me 25 minutes to drive there, 25 minutes to get back, and then plus the actual 1 hour meeting. So it's almost a 2-hour commitment. I'm very busy today, so I'm on Zoom. So if you're looking to really reevaluate, get with me, because there's a lot of marketing tools through Expanse that I can give to you to use to grow your business. Rick Rossing with Expanse, expanding your reach. And as far as Christmas, my whole memory and what I really enjoyed was the Christmas tour with everybody that I met at all the Christmas events, such as Linda. I met with her at the Richardson Plano Christmas party. So there's a whole lot of things going on. That's what it's about.
All right, thank you. Okay, Dawn.
Good morning, Happy New Year to everyone. I'm Dawn Tilger with Club Z Tutoring. We do tutoring for pre-K all the way up to college and test prep. We are super busy this time of year. There's been a little bit of denial on how kids are doing in school the last semester from some parents and some kids, and then they got their grades around Christmas or last week, and wow. Anyway, so we do everything from A to Z and everything in between. New year, better grades. Call Club Z if you know anyone that needs tutoring. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, Lee.
Lee Craig with the law offices of Lee Craig. I've done wills, trust, and probate, and elder law and adult guardianships, and estate planning for over 30 years. And I teach nationally to other attorneys for their continuing legal education credits. And I have a friend who came to me the other day and knew someone who had been arrested for smashing a clock. He went to trial and was found not guilty because the clock struck first. So be preemptive and get out there and take care of your estate planning business now so that it won't bother you later. Thank you very much, Lee Craig.
Thanks, Lee. We had some good chuckles here in the room. You always have your jokes. Good morning. All right, Samba.
All right, I gotta see if I can still do this, but hello, how's everybody doing? My name is Samba C, host of the Saucy Thoughts podcast, the most dangerous poetry podcast. I know previously when I was in this room or at the chamber, I was doing financial services while I was in school. So I recently just graduated in the spring, and now I follow my heart, and you can say I follow my heart, but I have the poetry podcast, and I do poetry, and I actually perform every Monday at Chocolate Secrets at 8 p.m. So I do a couple of shows. We have birthdays, parties, any celebrations. I do poetry, so I just want to give y'all a little sample of it today, and more to come. And one of them is called Time, because I think time is the most expensive thing we have, and we prefer not to waste it. And it goes like this: tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Time, you are working me. Thin line of lifetime, you are urging me. Watch your timeline, oh so beautiful, it's like a surge to me. When I'm trying to find my peaceful time just to ease my mind. Please don't be rough on mankind. We have been given a lot of time, so just let me shine in the meantime. Throw me a lifeline in real time, and allow me to kingpin you a line, a dime at a time. To all of us just living fine in due time. So that's just one of my pieces. I have 300 of them. And I perform every Monday, and poetry just has been a passion of mine for the past 13 years. It just, I didn't know what to do with it till the pandemic started. And I was like, let me go ahead and follow my passion and my heart, and I love art. So, yes, please, working on the website, request me on all the platforms. And if you do listen to podcasts, it's the Saucy Thoughts podcast, because everybody has a secret recipe for their own sauce, and you're the only one that knows your recipe. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Samba. Okay, Nadia, we'll start in the room here and we'll come back to you last, unless you want to say a few words before you do your spotlight.
Just the words that I probably will not touch as much during the speech is that, well, I'm a health and fitness coach, work virtually, and right now I'm accepting applications for especially fitness classes. So if you know someone for just a fusion flow, 20 minutes, limited mobility, most of it on the chair, and a 30-minute flow impact. Again, as well as if they have Zoom or computer, they can click a link to join. That will be opportunity for them to start getting into the movement. And the third class is the accountability group. Sometimes we know we need to do that, but we just don't. So our accountability weekly group is helping with being consistent. The rest is later.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. All right, we'll start here in the room. Mako, would you come on up and start off for us, and we'll just go from table to table. Come on up here.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. My name is Mako, and I'm with Ford Graphic Center. Nadia, you'll be happy to know that even though Mark bought donuts today for everybody, they're only half the calories. He recommends you eat half and throw the other half away, and that's how it works. But again, my name's Matt. I'm with Bullet Graphics Center, and at the start of the year, we're starting to see a resurgence of the use of QR codes on the things that we print for people. It's a way to deliver additional information about your services or business with a very small footprint. People are using them again on their brochures, even on their business cards, on their flyers, banner stands, etc. Again, to deliver additional information about your products and services. Again, my name is Macco. I'm with Bullet Graphics Center. Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. Samba, it's good to see you again. I was at a local restaurant and I was second runner-up in the Samba Say look-alike contest. Good to see you.
Hey, you look very good then, bro.
Morning, gang. Terry with Seymour Automotive, downtown Plano. We maintain vehicles and we also repair them. And one of the most important things is when you have your vehicle in is if you do have a mechanical repair, we have one of the best, or not the best, warranties on it. It's 24 months, 24,000 miles. So, which is very important to you if anything does happen there to the repair. Well, Clifford's not here, so I'm going to wait and talk to him later.
All right.
Good morning. Luke Trahan, Financial Advisor with Edward Jones. Today is January the 6th, also known as the Feast of Three Kings, or Epiphany. It means it's the start of the carnival season. My favorite season of the year goes from today through Mardi Gras Day. So if you want to have any king cakes ordered into your businesses or whatnot, and you don't know where a reputable shop is to get one brought in, and you don't want to just go to a grocery store, let me know. I know plenty of great ones that do ship from Louisiana, so they are authentic and they ship overnight, which is great. Financially, a lot going on, a lot of changes within requirements regarding your retirement plans. If your advisor has not been acting as a fiduciary starting in February, it was supposed to be kicked in December, but it's been pushed to February, they will have to be a fiduciary on your accounts regardless. I have already been acting as a fiduciary on my clients' accounts. So if you are interested in knowing what exactly is a fiduciary and what do they do, ask me. Luke Trahan, Financial Advisor with Edward Jones. Christmas-wise, it was great to go back home, see family. I did kind of the Macco thing. We went to a bunch of different meat markets and picked up a bunch of different stuffed chickens and boudin. If you don't know what a boudin is, it's a great Cajun sausage. So brought a whole bunch back. I'll have to cook some up and bring it in one morning. See y'all.
Well, good morning. Hello. How are you? Pay attention today.
The teacher has arrived.
Well, as I said, good morning. My name is Donna Jenkins, also known as the Murphy School Marm. And we have done some evaluating for Murphy Historical Society. And one of the things that we're going to offer is 3 different sessions talking about and expanding on Murphy's early history. So I want to remind you that we are here to preserve the history of Murphy for future generations. Most of the time when I meet people and ask them what they remember about Murphy, they go, oh, well, let me see. There wasn't anyone living here before 1970 when the very, very first part of, you know, the technology began to arrive and all of that. Or they will say, there was just cotton and cornfields. Well, holy moly. Who do you think planted that cotton and that corn? Who were the pioneers? So this old school marm is going to tell you a little bit about Murphy. And I want to ask you, how many, show me your hands now, how many of you remember the Maxwells? Good, because they've been dead a long time. And they only were in Murphy for 13 years, but oh my goodness, what a legacy that left us. Do you know who the first Murphy was? Oh, excuse me, the first Maxwell was that came to Decatur, which was on Maxwell Creek. You remember Maxwell Creek, right? Anyone remember what Maxwell Creek was called before it was called Maxwell Creek? It's called Muddy Creek. Well, James William Maxwell was 72 years old when he came to Decatur, which is what the small community was called along Maxwell Creek, and he was the patriarch of his family. And he brought wagons full of oxen. A lot of people ask me what oxen are. Well, they're just cattle, but they're bred especially so that they can pull heavy loads. So he came with wagon loads of his family, 20 in fact, which included his 3 older sons and his oldest daughter, Lydia Maxwell Macmillan. You're going to hear more about the Macmillans in the second time that I do a presentation. He came with his wife, and I mentioned he was 72 years old. Well, his wife was 52 years old. Well, he didn't stay around in Murphy very long. He passed away and left his family without the patriarch being there. And as I said, they were there about 13 years. But I can't tell you the whole story because Julie wouldn't let me have more than my 5 minutes, right, Julie? So I'm going to give you a little teaser here. Do you know which of the Maxwells was friends with Oliver Loving, the Texas cowboy who drove cattle up the Texas Goodnight Loving Trail? Which Maxwell was buried in the Decatur Maxwell Murphy Cemetery, but no one can find him? And which Maxwell was shot and killed by Native Americans in Weatherford, Texas? That's what he gets for moving from Murphy to Weatherford. He should have stayed here where he was safer. So I thank you for listening this morning, and I hope that you will attend one of the 3 sessions that we're going to have on Murphy's 3 legacies, our forefathers of Murphy, which were the Maxwell family, the Macmillan family, and the Murphy family. Now, y'all come. You hear?
Good morning, everyone. Jerome Acita with CMIT Solutions of Richardson. Happy New Year. Thanks, Donna, for the history there. I love history. I'm trying to remember, there was somebody, Plano, it was an article where they found some, I guess it's cowboy trails. When they were, yeah, I was like, wow, that's just fascinating.
Preston Road.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm an IT support services provider. We work with small and medium-sized businesses with their technology. What I'm looking for this week and would like to have conversations are, yourselves or other small business owners with their technology. There's going to be a lot of year planning, right, on how to grow your business. Well, some small business owners are probably trying to figure out, well, how can I use my existing technology, or what technology can I use to be able to take my business to the next level, right? So for year 2022, let's see how we can improve on that, protect our data, our business, our blood of our business, which is our data, and then being able to just sustain that growth throughout the year. Jerome Acita, CMIT Solutions of Richardson. We worry about IT, so you don't have to. Thank you.
Tommy, you're up.
Good morning, I'm Bob Tillman. I think everybody here pretty much knows and what I do. I think everybody online does also. We pretty much do online services, video production work. We work with Rick on some projects. Right now we're doing some political ads. Campaign season is kicking off. Some of the primaries are in March. And then, the final, the main elections in November, I think. But anyway, if we can help with any of your online search. One of the things we've been really digging into lately is search engine optimization for our clients. A lot of places say they can do these things, and really there's a lot more to it than what meets the eye. Your website needs to have content on it that's relevant to what you do, and it needs to be quite a bit of it, or quite a bit of content on there. One of the things that we do, our company is a partner, a reseller with GoDaddy services, and one of the things that search engine optimization is good, makes it work better, is you want to get your ranking up on Google searches up on the top of the first page. The first page for sure, the top of the first page if possible. One of the things that they offer is they have 30-something thousand clients that they can do what they call backlinks with, working with putting links from those companies onto your, referring back to your site. And we're not capable, we got quite a few clients, we don't have 30,000 that they do, so we kind of partner in a sense with them with that. We have certain clients that we're working with right now to do that. And help get your ranking up. It's not really all that expensive, it depends on what you're, they can scale it to the size of your business. But if you have any questions about that or have any interest in it, let me know. Bob Tillman Special Webs, we Untitled Web for you. And then it's Christmas, we had 2 or 3 interesting things. Our grandson, all our family lives close, physically close here, and a few miles of each other, except the grandson, he's in the Navy. Well, he got to come home for Christmas, so that was really quite a blessing. And if you go to our Facebook account or something, each year I try to take a family picture. So in front of mine, we have a thing called Luke's Barn. It's on our property, there's some acres there, there's a barn there. We got everybody lined up in front of it. It says Luke's Barn on the front, got inside of it. It's where my wife keeps all her gardening stuff. But we got to have a family picture, and we had to do it at night, it's dark, so I had all these lights and flags. It came out pretty good, but that was really a blessing to have our whole family together. And then a couple other quickies, we have a candlelight service at our church on Christmas Eve, and that was really kind of because I had to go to 2 services, there's so many people that were there. And kind of an interesting offshoot of that was, I think you've heard of Donald Trump. He visited our church Sunday, and so there was a picture that posted from the choir area, and he's sitting out here on the front seat during the service. And here's this guy back, he has a phone in his hands taking his pictures. Looks kind of like me, but I'm not too sure what it was not. I'll tell him, thank you.
I'm going to call on Ruth. Ruth just joined. Ruth, I noticed you were in the waiting room and I just let you in, so we'll go ahead and let you do your commercial before we end up having one more in the room before our spotlight.
Good morning. Happy New Year. My name is Ruth Button. I'm an independent agent with David Allen Capital. We supply unsecured capital for small businesses, whether they have a new big project in mind or to get extra supplies or just to catch up. So one example that I like to share is we had a truck driver that had several repairs being done on his trailer, $25,000 worth. He applied in the morning, got the funding that same day, so we do have same day funding, and he was back on the road. So local financing with the bank is probably the best for most businesses, but many can't qualify for that. So we're here. If your local bank can't help you, then we usually can, and I'm really excited about the plans I've heard from local businesses for this year. So Happy New Year, and I think we have great things ahead. Thank you.
Well, I've already been called the man in black this morning, and I have no intention of imitating Johnny Cash, okay? Well, if you're like me and a lot of others, and as far as New Year's goals are concerned, a lot of it had to do with health and wellness. And I can certainly help in some ways in that particular area, whether it's a air purification unit that everybody's very familiar with for a single room, help you breathe much better, eliminating odors all at the same time, as well as alkaline water deliveries, and hopefully Nadia and I can get together over the next few days for an additional delivery. Okay, all that being said, let me share a most unusual event that happened right before Christmas. And if my memory is correctly, there are 5 on this call that were at the same meeting as that yesterday, so you're going to hear it a second time, okay? I dropped my wife off at a Kroger store here in the area, and I went and parked the car, and so I'm ready to walk through the parking lot into the store, and all of a sudden I hear this commotion behind me. And like, what's going on? I turn around, and there's this guy standing there approaching me. He says, "Happy holidays." He says, "Sir, I am extremely desperate. I need your help, if at all possible. I have 7 grandkids that are expecting me to dress up and be like Santa, and I have looked everywhere. I cannot find a Santa hat." Well, as most of you know, in December I wear that Santa hat just about everywhere I go, so I had that Santa hat on. And the guy sounded extremely sincere, and how could I didn't feel real comfortable taking money per se, but I didn't want to be a Grinch or a Scrooge either. So, as he's telling the story, he now has his wallet out, and he said, "Sir, I will gladly give you this $25 Walmart gift card if I can have your Santa hat." Sold. And I get him the Santa hat. He was like a new kid in a candy store, so elated to have that Santa hat. And as he departed, he said, "Merry Christmas," and on his way he went. Since then, I have no idea where he went to try to find a Santa hat. It just so happens I went to the local market store looking on their clearance rack, and lo and behold, I found a Santa hat. So I am prepared for next year. True story, believe it or not. I need to add that to my journal. Okay. Are we ready for our spotlight now? Still? With Nadia? Obviously, our spotlight typically is somebody here, and it's so appropriate for a spotlight the first, any time in the new year, to have somebody that deals with health, wellness, fitness, whatever. So it is very, very appropriate to have Nadia for our spotlight today. And even though she's on the Zoom call, that's quite all right and fine, that can still work out. So Nadia, the floor is yours for at least the next 10 minutes or so. I think we're going to have plenty of time. Before we do that, I almost forgot. I'm going to do a thank you first. I got a very unique calendar courtesy of Mako yesterday at that meeting. So unique, every month has my name embedded in the background scenes on this calendar. If you would like a calendar like this, it's extremely unique, you need to see Mako. That being said, Nadia, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mark. So one of the reasons why I'm on Zoom is it's Terry's fault. He ate my car yesterday in his shop. So I'm going to pick it up today, but thank you very much for taking care of my car. All right, and as Rick said, we are evaluating what's effective and how do we reclaim our time, and why not still be on Zoom instead of saying, no, I can't do it online. All right, so I'm going to put this link one more time in the chat, and really want to encourage everyone to join our vision board workshop. We do ask for donation, but if you feel like, oh my gosh, I'd rather maybe not, let us know. It is really not about making money or donating. It's about building your vision. So if nothing else, if I can leave you today with at least something, whether it's one thing you can take on, one habit, one change, one hope, one person you can make a difference for. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone in your life. Maybe it's someone in the networking group. Okay, sure. I had a task yesterday to squeeze my 75-minute presentation into 10. Let me see if I succeeded. And I'm going to share a screen with you, and at the same time, I'm going to pull it on my cell phone. I can move along. Take a notepad. I'd like you to work with me. And the way I'd like you to work with me is just write your notes. If something speaks to you, if something you say, oh wow, this is a good idea, or I have a question, or you have someone in your mind to share this with. Okay, so let's look at health for you in 2022 and beyond. I chose today to really focus on health. But as we know, as Mark says, your health is your greatest wealth. If you don't have health, it's hard to have anything else. Money, relationships. Let's start with taking care of ourselves first. In the networking group yesterday, I mentioned, when you start with you, you have your biggest potential, your energy, your fullest you to do your business with that energy, with health, with intention, with clarity, to do your relationships, to your community, to make an impact in the world in a healthy way. Not depleted, deprived, low energy. Let's not do that. Let's come back and start making an impact in the world by taking care of ourselves. Can you hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up if you do. Okay, good. All right. And I am looking usually at the people, but in this case, it's also people in the chat. See if I can. All right. What is it that you want for people you know? Feeling stronger, better stamina, more energy, consistency, mindfulness. We're just looking forward to doing those healthy habits. Those are actually the top goals that I see my clients with. By the way, what I didn't actually mention is that actually 2 slides from now, I'll share my story. And you're so busy, can't put anything else on the plate, and I don't have energy to do anything, I'm too old, aches and pains, I've done so many things in the past, and I know what to do, I'm just not doing that. Which one are you? Who do you know who says those things? Okay, so most of you know some part of my story already. I think I joined the chamber. Thank you. I just received a new plug in 2009. So I just received 2021, I think, plug to on my wall. But when I joined the chamber in 2009, I actually started with nutritional products. You've heard company Shackley, because I needed something to help my own energy. In fact, what you may not have heard yet is that I also needed just to revise my own mind. Different country, different culture, different language. I have a master's degree in psychology. Why can't I say the things that I know I can say and keep smart? But what I'm driving with, it's not just physical health, it's emotional health, it's mental health. They're all so connected. Our actions, thoughts, emotions, it's like a cycle of habitual who we are. 95% is what we do habitually. Over the years, really looking into my own journey, how do I help myself with the way I eat? How do I help my body to feel better in nutrition? Well, yes, and fitness needs to be a part of it. So now, I was thinking that my business would be virtual in about 3 to 5 years. 2 years ago, I had to do it in, I don't know, a couple of weeks. So I'm still in the development process. So if you see some misspells on my website or something is not clear, feel free to let me know. But it's really what I'm going to ask to look at is, who are we being daily? Every second, which is our choice of what we are thinking. What are you thinking right now? Are you doing something else? Are you thinking, what's my next meeting? What are you thinking when you're actually putting food on the plate? What are you thinking when you're waking up or going to bed? What are you doing in terms of movement? Are you relaxed right now? Are you on the balance ball and maybe moving some hip circles? And how are you eating already? Those things, you don't have to do additionally. We do them anyway every day. Isn't that right? We have to think, we have to eat, we have to move.
So the reason my program is based on revising, first of all, what we are already doing, and gently, one step at a time, changing those things, those habits, those actions, in case if you want to change them. So I call it foundational. There's no legal term for that. I call it foundational movement, foundational nutrition, and foundational way of thinking. Here's how my program is designed. And also, even though I'm sharing about my program, as you hear from me, it is something we're already doing. It's probably not something new here. It's not a new program. It's just looking at where am I, what do I want, what do I need to change. In mindset, you're making small changes, small shifts in your mindset, your habits, limiting beliefs that keep you stuck, and eventually identity. You know, those thoughts, I'm too old, or it's never gonna work out. Part of it, or huge part of it, is actually those limiting beliefs. So this is really, really important. You probably heard the expression, wanna change your habits, change your thoughts, something like that. So in nutrition, what small changes can I make in what I'm already doing in foundational nutrition? And number one is actually what I teach my clients, be mindful. Mindful is being curious and practicing new choices. In fitness, and I'm watching the time, I have to speed up, I think. Assessing and building your customized approach, again, for foundational movement. And what I practice in fitness is functional and corrective exercise. We teaches you proper form, teaches you realign the body and address any compensations that the body might have, which may produce aches and pains, low back, shoulders, knees, etc. And I do everything virtually, so it's anytime, anywhere. So here's the deal about virtually. Think about when you do those things online or on the phone, there's no excuse, oh, I don't have time, or I have to drive, or maybe even more money to spend. Find the things you can do consistently, sustainably. So virtual is actually one of them. You can learn how to do fitness, for example, without leaving the home. I still go to the gym, I still go outside for a walk, but actually since COVID I started working out more because I also learned how to do it without leaving the house or hotel room. All right. Okay, so basically, switch and let me see if I can. Okay, so mindset, nutrition, fitness. If you want to change who you are being, your life, your results, it's actually the 3 steps. Before I step into that, probably my final, maybe one more slide. Why do I want to change? And this is my personal plea to our group, and I've been hearing this so many months. Once I joined the group, somebody comes to me and they say, I want you to help my dad, my wife. It's not just about us. It's about our family. Us taking care of ourselves, we're actually showing the love to our loved ones. We're showing the love to our customers. Us being energized and positive and motivated and grateful, we're creating a ripple effect of that health, greatness, happiness in the community and the world around us. So yes, we start with ourselves, but you got my message, right? It's not about ourselves. Okay, so 3-step process. Anything you want to change, behaviors, beliefs, identity. Here's what I'd like us to look at. Behaviors is about 95% of making a change. If you want to change, find the behavior you need or you want. Do it long enough, you can see the timeline approximately, and then it becomes who you are, your identity. As I mentioned, 95% of what we do is habitual. Okay, so with that said, I want to encourage us to find accountability group. Let's do it together. In fact, 98% of people who start a good program give up within the first 6 months because we don't have the right support and right accountability. In fact, what I do is the support and accountability for all these pillars. Here's what I don't want to promise, but here's what I hear from my clients. I can finally walk upstairs. I can move my body, move my neck, feel positive. Blood pressure is back to normal. Body is more clear. I don't like exercise, but I'm looking forward to it. Don't need knee replacement, knee surgery anymore. Feeling stronger, and I'm consistent. Currently is actually one of them. So with that said, I'm going to summarize real quick. Know what you want and know your why. In fact, vision board is going to be that for us. We're going to go through the entire process of building the vision. Maybe already think about 3 habits you want to adopt. When clients meet with me, we look at the assessment, what am I doing, lifestyle, medical, fitness, etc. And then let's look at behaviors. All starts with changing behaviors and at the same time changing mind. Okay, with that said, I'm going to flip through the slides real quick. So 3 levels of joining me, private group on demand, and you've seen Donice. Donice's story started a couple of years ago when she was going to give herself a gift of losing 100 pounds. Probably you've heard her story. When she joined me, I think she lost either 40 or 60 pounds by then. It's been a while. But she said, I really want to be healthy for my 50th birthday. She did. She actually lost 100 pounds. And a few months later, she got sick with COVID. Her family has a history of lung disease and overweight. She was sick with COVID for about 2 months. I remember messaging with her. She was not even able to get up from bed to go to the bathroom. It was really, really bad. 2 months later, she survived, but not some of her family members. I want us to leave this meeting today looking at being healthy physically, emotionally, mentally is not just being life, it's being a life with health, with vitality, because my body in the world creates the health of the world, not the other way around. So with that said, please remember to love your body and love your mind and soul with the way you're thinking, the way you're eating, the way you're moving. Happy New Year, everyone.
Very good, Nadia. Well said. Definitely a lot of points for all of us to consider, whether it's for the new year or any time in our life cycle, that is for sure. Very good points to seriously take to be mindful of. Okay, we don't have anybody for a spotlight for next month or next week or whatever yet?
No, not yet. I'm willing to do a presentation if we don't have someone. We can draw from some of our cards if people are interested, or.
Okay, well, let's move on right now. Anybody else got any kind of thank yous for they want to express? Luke, go ahead. Or you come on up here if you like.
Clean up real quick because they're online. So Nadia, thank you so much for our one-on-one last week. It was wonderful to learn a little bit more. I hope you were able to streamline online some of those New Year's that we talked about. So that was good. And I had my 12 grapes, so just saying. And then also want to say thank you to Lee. I know I mentioned it yesterday, but Lee has been helping one of my friends that was diagnosed with ALS with getting some powers of attorney and things of that nature in line and her will. So much appreciate your assistance there.
Very good. Thank you. Anybody on Nadia, you have something? Go ahead.
Yes, so Mark, thank you so much for water. Thank you so much for following up. I just love your customer service and really appreciate it.
Okay.
Samba, good to see you. So hopefully to get together for tea sometimes. It's been a long time. And look, yes, I had also 7 kids in the house, by the way, about the Christmas.
But this was our new year, and I said, okay, kids, you're going to stay overnight if you like, with one condition. We're going to make 12 wishes, and we're going to have 12 grapes, one grape per wish. We're going to have it all the last minute of the year. It was hilariously funny and quiet. We were trying to stop those grapes in the mouth. So thank you for that. And Terry, thank you for the card. And Bobby, I did receive your card with a picture. So thank you for that.
Anybody else on the call? Linda?
Yes, I wanted to thank Nadia for her business. She has some really neat looking pens over there. And also for your presentation today. You always have such wise words. You make it sound so simple, but it is certainly very important, everything you said. Thank you.
It was very good. Anybody else on the call? Rick?
Go ahead, Samba.
Sam, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to say thank you to Louis Baca. Like when I just thought about him a couple of days ago, I was just trying to get back into routine of just transforming like what I learned in business to where my new art is. And he was basically like a good inspiration. Say, hey man, get back into the chamber. And he was just like motivating and stuff like that. I also want to thank Miss Julie. Me and her we had a conversation prior to last year. And he really also motivated me to work on my craft. Mako, thank you. Visited Mako at his location and gave me some ideas on just what to do with merch and stuff like that. So I really just want to say I appreciate the chamber, I appreciate the people in here, and thank you for allowing me to just to speak my mind and give y'all my business. And thank you so much.
Very good. Well said. Rick, you have something?
Yes, well, good presentation, Nadia. I appreciate that. That was good. And I want to thank Donna, Mako, Bobby, and Jean Chastain for being on our Monday call that we do with the open panel discussion. And I want to thank Mako for the personalized calendar also. And a special thank you to Bobby for editing our video, which is about marketing. And so it's going to be featuring Bobby, myself, and James Lockwood. So it's about video options. So I'll get that out there so everybody can see the finished product because it will also feature Louis Poppin. So have a great day. That's all I got.
Very good. Next slide, Rick. Lee, you have something?
Oh, I just wanted to thank Luke. I can't remember whether I got one and thanked him a couple of times previous or not, but thank you for the referral.
Very good. Anybody else on the call? I don't think it includes anybody else in the room?
I'll wait for anyone else.
Julie?
Yes. I have some real quick.
Will we collect business cards in that bucket?
Yeah, we have
I'll
here.
go
So
ahead and do that.
a couple things that I wanted to say I had said before is I just wanted to recognize some new board members that we have. I like to
Anybody else need to add a card?
and ambassadors in attendance. I think Dawn dropped off, but Dawn is a new board member this year, and then we have Luke in the room who's our new director of membership. So I just want to recognize those two new board members. Luke and I have been talking about a lot of ideas for membership this year, so you're probably going to be hearing a lot from Luke and his team helping with that. I also wanted to recognize new and returning ambassadors this year that are in attendance today. So we have Rick Rawson, a new ambassador for the Chamber, and we have Nadia, who's a returning ambassador on the Chamber. And in the room, we have Jerome, is one of our new ambassadors as well, and then Bobby Tillman's a returning ambassador. So I just want to thank everyone for your leadership and involvement with the Chamber and willing to take that next step to help in various roles. And so I'm looking forward to a great new year with all of you and appreciate your help and your knowledge and pouring your time into the Chamber to make it even better. So thank you and Happy New Year. Also want to say if anyone has any magazines laying around, we're looking for donations for the upcoming workshop with Nadia for the vision board. So they don't have to be specific to anything. I mean, appropriate. I don't want anything that we can't put out there.
Why are you looking at me when you said that?
I don't know why. It was like Freudian slip glance or something over at Mako for that. But anyway, appropriate magazines or something for images that we can put out there for the workshop. If you have any, just bring them next week or let me know, stop by the chamber and bring it by, because I am looking for donations for that. And we do have a drawing today for anyone in the room, so we do have some door prizes for our business card collection. Many of you remember that we always had our red bucket for our members, so in there we do drawings for raffle.
We have these two or what?
I have a couple other things too. And we also do a drawing for the spotlight for next week. So if there's anybody here in the room that wants that opportunity, we're going to go ahead and drop the spotlight. If you don't, I'm willing to get more out of your membership segment. It may not even take 10 minutes, but I was thinking every month I would offer that to do here in the room. We could even record it and send it out to the rest of the membership. It just reminded me, I had a call from Clifford the other day asking about how to post a job within the chamber. He's got some job openings, and that is a function you can do. There's different things you can do. I can do some snapshots and quick PowerPoint presentation that shouldn't take long, and maybe it could just be a little tutorial, and then you can kind of go off on your own and learn. So if we don't have a spotlight for next week, I'm willing to do it, or I'm willing to do it any of the other weeks this month. So I'll go ahead and...
I've already got some.
Okay.
What
You
are we
got the
doing
cards?
first?
All right, so I have two certificates, small meals to
Special Eds?
Raising Cane's. So you get two of those certificates there.
Special
so
Eds, take your
your
pick.
grandchildren would enjoy it. So there's some certificates that we had donated for Christmas in the park. We've got two of those. You can take
Darn,
Bobby.
Historical Society.
No, Bobby, here. Those two, if you want those two, Raising Cane's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, both of them you can take. And then we have from Citrus Smiles, one of our new members, we have a little healthy hygiene dental kit,
What did she get to choose from?
one of those. And then we have a,
So you want me to draw one more
one
time?
more time. We'll have three winners today.
Jerome.
All right, Jerome. All right, so that's what we have for today. And again, we still have that gift card available if you bring someone new to the card exchange or bring them online, that will count as well. So let me think if I forgot anything else. I don't think so. And does anyone have anything else, like community announcements or anything they wanted to share?
I think we're done. We're past
I would
time
say,
now.
okay, so thank you everyone this week, and if you're in the room, we do have coffee and donuts, time to kind of mingle, so please stick around and do that. And thanks everyone, we'll see you next week.
Have a great week, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Good to see you, Selma.
Thank you, everybody.
See you, buddy.
Thank you, Ms. Linda. Good to see you. I'll see y'all next week.
Okay, I can leave this room open if you want to chat.
Jared, Happy New Year.
You too, buddy.
Everybody chat, everyone leave?
Yeah.
It feels so incomplete when you stay right away after the meeting.
Right,
I'll
I'm leaving this open if you all want to stay online and chat.
So where does your son live in Mountain Ridge?
Not yet.
Yes, number.
So, finally, I think the goal that I want to hit at the end of the year on
It's off of Arrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to get back with you on those invitations. I was proofing them and then I got,
Hasn't been done
this week, I'm going to head to
Oh,
all of that.
yeah.
Once I place the order, what do you think for time frame?
See what?
How many you gonna think you'll do?
Well, everybody in the
So after that, you left one here, so what?
Oh, yeah, I got to talking over there, but
I have no idea.
it's one of
What are the quantities you have to order?
We'll do whatever you please.
I know, if there's anybody here,
Like 150,
Yeah,
200?
you might want to talk, I don't know, see somebody here, you might actually have somebody here for this now, they may put it in the pamphlet.
Yeah. Right, okay, I'll think about that, how many extra I want, but I'll be getting that to you, because you'll hear from me probably.
Hit my line.
Because that's like on my, every time I think I'm gonna do things
Hit on.
early, like I'll think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get that done early, and then next thing you know, it's like a month before, I'm like, it's always
So
like a
Dad,
good
how
time.
did you know?
Well, it was like, man.
Said you had a lot of family in?
It was good, so yeah, I had my
That would've been rough.
cousin and his 5-year-old son came in.
Nice to get out of there.
And I don't see them, last time I saw them in 2018. and his son was 2, so it was nice to kind of see them. And then his dad, who's my uncle, flew in from Chicago. But he was there 10 days, and he just left yesterday.
I have 3.
And then my mom's still here, and she's trying to get home, but now Illinois is getting weather, and she does not like to drive with any kind of, and then it's like wind chill is 0, and she also doesn't like that, in case she breaks down, so she's trying to get out of here. She's supposed to leave 2 days ago, but now we're pushed back, because there's supposed to be rain in St. Louis, freezing conditions. But anyhow, so still have my mom with me. Boys went back to school yesterday.
Somebody say anything about just leaving a coffee cup today?
Yeah, was that you that left one?
I've had that coffee cup since 2001.
Oh, no, I actually,
I saw it on eBay the other day.
Yeah,
no, I had it,
See you later, Butch.
thanks for the sponsorship.
Thanks for the donuts, Mark.
Thanks.
I'll look station next time.
I looked around.
Look at it next week.
No, I found
Indeed.
it, but I left it, I didn't know whose it was, so I think let me see if they put it back here. I've had a lot
I
of
enjoy
down.
it.
They
I
have,
don't so much